What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Got another video. This should be a good one. We're going to talk about some of my favorite non-tool truck tools that I bought last year. Almost a year review on some of them. Some of them got just a little more in the year, some a little less, yada, yada, yada. Also, we're going to talk about a few of the non-tool truck tools that I absolutely are disappointed with. So without the ado and any intro whatsoever, tell me if you guys in the comment box want an intro. I honestly prefer when I'm watching a video to not see an intro. I know a lot of guys got intros and some people think that's cool. I personally skip them. If you got an intro on your channel, 9 times out of 10, I'm not watching it. Maybe I watched it once, but it's annoying to me. I want to see tools. I try to do that, so I know I talk a lot, but we're going to get into right away, try to jump into this. The top, a couple of the tools I like this year, and the number one tool that sticks out in my mind that I was extremely impressed with that I picked up was, you guessed it. You didn't guess it. Maybe you did. Capri tool. Da-da-da! I got a couple things from Capri that I bought. Not given. Bought. Triple squares, flat wrenches, or thin wrenches. I'm telling you what, guys, pound for pound, I don't think, I've got the metric and standard set. I think the whole set, metric and standard, $75 for these. I think you can get probably bigger ones. But I'll tell you what, pound for pound, I've been using these for about 6 months. And if you're buying Snap-on ones, I kind of think you're wasting your money. Because these are every bit as good as Snap-ons in my opinion. And actually, I think the Snap-ons might be a little bit wider. Jam nuts on those brakes, changing out your air tools. Multiple times I've come into using these things. There's been several cases now. I actually didn't even realize how much I needed them or used them before compared to what I do now. I don't even know what I was thinking, in almost 20 years doing this. I don't know how I ever got away with ever not using these flat wrenches, but the totally cool thing about these is I think they really build them really strong with this extra, beef they put in the backside of this. Capri tool is really just impressing me every time. Bearded CB 82 stopped by the shop the other day. We checked out a bunch of Capri stuff, and I'll tell you what, if I get my hands on it, I'm going to try to do a comparison video for my Mac to my Capri stuff, and I think it'll show how impressive Capri is. Capri tools, I'm not trying to say, this is my honest opinion. There's no sponsorship, no paid view to it. This is just pure sheer fact of, hands-on experience with them. And maybe I become a little bit of a fanboy of Capri because of using them. But what really sold me on them, I think, was, their bits and all that stuff, their hexes, they're pretty damn strong. And I've seen a lot of guys do that. And he brought over some hex bits that were just beat the garbage, and they were still looking awesome. So whatever they're doing to their heat treat process, whatever they're doing, they're building their tools, they're forging them, however, they're killing it. They might not be made in the States, but, for you guys that want to save a little money, Capri tool is definitely high up in the rankings. One tool that I will say that I have become increasingly disappointed with, and, I bought the Gearwrench regular, non-reversible wrench years ago. And clearly I use these every day, for the most part. I've had these for a while. And I got to tell you guys, I don't like Gearwrench. I'm not a fan. And I know you guys are going to crucify me down in the comments, you guys that are Gearwrench fans. But I'll tell you what, pound for pound for the money, I think you'd probably be better off buying Capri, Sun-X, Gray Pneumatic, possibly even Husky. I think there's several brands out there that are, Capri to me is really, or not Capri, Gearwrench to me really, I stray away from it fast. These sockets, this is after 2 uses. This is a 15 millimeter deep Gearwrench swivel. I thought I'd take a shot on these. They're like $100 for the swivel set. Didn't buy them on the tool truck. It's an Amazon tool haul. Was excited to use them. They've got a pin deal, aluminum housing. I don't even care about this, but I'll tell you what, this right here, see if you can see that. That little burr that aluminum housing creates, if you nick something or get up close, this thing is going to cut the smithereens out of you. These sockets are absolutely useless. And I mean, they aren't worth nothing. I don't even know why I keep them here in my toolbox, because I bought them and I own them and I'm just disappointed. And I haven't even sent them back for warranty because I'm just like, these things are a joke. And you know, you guys that like Gearwrench, that's cool. You're getting along with them. Do what works for you. You know, it is what it is, man. I'm just not happy with my Gearwrench stuff, and I'm not going to buy anymore for quite some time until I see some type of increase in it. I know they just came out with their 92 ratchets, but I'll tell you right now, I got a Mac Access 92, and I think I seen the price for a 92 snap or a Gearwrench was like freaking $90 or something like that. I think that's out of line for the price. I think they're way too high. But anyways, not a rant video to get on Gearwrench, so I probably just stoked up the fire on that, but whatever. It's not. I don't care. I'm not here to fight with you guys about Gearwrench. Don't really care. Number 2 is always been. I'm going to not number these. I'm just going to go through it. We're already rambling on too much. You know, super scrapers have always been great. And, you know, they've always been out for a while. And if you guys don't have super scrapers, but I didn't know they had these 5/8 till this year. I bought this. Made in the USA. Made here in Iowa. Super scraper. Not a sponsor. But super scraper, this 5/8 one, so happy I bought this. If you don't have this super scraper, guys, you know, these guys are awesome. Build great product. Next thing is from Lyle Tool, another company right here in Iowa, Clarinda, made in the USA. This is a terminal clip remover for electronic clips, and I really absolutely love this thing. Just awesome to use on a day-to-day basis. The other thing I bought that I've grown to really enjoy using is these OEM seal picks. Now, I was going to buy these off the Snap-on truck, and, you know, I was like, wow, they're $10 or $8 or something like that. You know, you see that. I never realized how nice it was just to be able to pull O-rings out and not, you know, cut them or whatnot. But these little guys right here are kind of nice. I've used them several times. They've actually saved me from having to put an O-ring back in. I'm so happy I've had them. Used to just pick them out before. Now I don't, because I'm smarter than that. Next thing that I am happy I bought, but I don't quite use as much as I'd really like to, and that's these Steelman Pro swivels. I've used them, you know, a couple times, but I'm actually I use a lot of 1/4 inch, and I don't know why that is. I just do. I guess I'm, you know. I got the Snap-on one, 8 mil. I got a set all the way 8 to 19 on the Steelman set, and they work really good when I use them, and I really do like using them. I just, some reason, don't end up using them as much as I thought I would. Maybe it's because I use 1/4 inch more, I'm guessing. So that's the couple right there. Let's see here. We're just going down drawer by drawer. Oh yes. Oh, the old mountains. You know, after using these for a year, I can tell you, I don't like these as much as I thought I would. I know you guys are probably thinking right now, what? I'm going to tell you, I'm over the spline drives. Do you know how many times I'm taking out a nut and they get stuck in these spline drives? I absolutely am fed up. Whoever's making these tools, you know, your drives, your spline drives, your multi-drives, quit it! 12 point's bad enough when you got a rusty fastener here in the rust belt. But these spline drives, oh my Lanta. Get out of here. I am over that. And then, you know, I have not broken these, but I'm a lot easier on my tools than most people are. You know, if I got something that's really tight and I can't get it off with this, I have a set of 0 degree offset Mac ones with no ratcheting end on them, and I'll break those out and use that to break the nut loose. Then I'll use this. You know, I know you guys are like, why would you waste your time? Look at how much money you're losing. Well, not on flat rate. And, you know, I work for myself, so I don't try to pressure people into going too fast. I want the job to be done right. And if that means you got to go a little bit slower, we got to take a little bit more time, then, you know, call me old-fashioned, call me country. So, that's that. The old mountain wrenches. That's I'm going to give that, you know, on a star rating, I'm going to give the mountain wrenches about a 6.5. That's my honest feel about them. I'm not as impressed. I think if they were probably a 12-point setup, I'd be better off with them. And if I didn't hear so many guys talk about them breaking. You know, I have not broke mine, but, you know, it's all timing will happen. Time will come, I'm sure. All right, moving on. You know, a little Menards haul. One thing I really enjoy using these. Now, they are getting a little bit of play in them, but these Master Force pistol grip, I've used these for almost a year now. I think they were like $10 for this pair of these double jointed pistol grips, and these things are pretty cool. I dig them, like them, glad I bought them, and I definitely use them probably out of just pure love more than anything, because I honestly think I go to them a lot. Easy Red. These battery terminal cleaners, actually I had to warranty one out, and technically I bought this on the tool truck, but technically they're Easy Reds, so we're going to kind of fudge that. But I really like using these battery terminal cleaners for my impact nut driver. Those are definitely something that I enjoy and promote. Brake caliper files. I got lucky. I don't think you can buy these now. So I got a Mueller Keps one. This one is a 460-200. This one is an actual Mueller Keps, and I think Mueller Cubes or Mueller Keps. I think I actually got this one for $15. Now I think they're like 40 because there was some kind of deal on Amazon. And then there's also another company, and I don't know who this is. They don't have a name on it, but this is the one I use the most. These brake caliper file scrapers. I can really get the shit off of the files. Don't have to go to the grinder normally if I want to get a brake job done fast. Just carry that sucker with me when I take the calipers off. They've got a nice file on and a carbon scraper there, so you can really get on the back and, you know, scrape that stuff off. Really enjoy using both these, but some reason I use this. This is for the Asian, and that was for the domestic. But really enjoy using them. Next thing, which is absolutely my favorite so far purchase that I use. You know, I use it quite a bit. In fact, I use it so much I don't even shut the door or the lid on it. But that's these Irwin, and I haven't had this for that long. But this Irwin bit set, this impacting bit set, I think I gave $57 for this off Amazon. Definitely something that I think every guy should have. Definitely worth the money of buying on Amazon. This thing, money, whole lot of money. Yeah, definitely love it. Easy Red. These things right here are okay if you have to use a needle nose and you need a wire stripper, but other than that, yeah, you know, they're okay. Part number on these are Easy Red PG5 or something on them. It's the part number's worn off them. I've been using them so much, but they're not as handy as I thought they would be. I still go to the old, and these are tool aids. These are my go-to strippers. You can buy these from Tool Aid. You can buy them from Macco. Almost everybody sells them. They're Tool Aid's the one that I think builds them. Chinese, cheap. But they're also great. All right, let's see if that does it for the plier drawer. Yeah, I believe it does. That's about everything in the plier drawer. All the pliers that I really like. Let's see here. What do we got in here? Well, let's get on to my Milwaukee stuff. Let's go ahead and... So, you guys have seen the Milwaukee Stubby Impact. I have used this for literally a year. This thing's bad as hell. 3/8 I use pretty much a fair amount of times. And I'll tell you what else That 3/8 stubby, I don't even have to really talk about it. You guys have seen the stuff on it. 3/8 stubby's awesome. This is my go-to ratchet, the 1/4 inch fuel. Been using this for a year now. I'll tell you the one thing I do. I'm going to switch to Snap-on for the long neck ratchets. I'm going to still keep these. I don't mind these, but I'll tell you the one thing, Milwaukee or anybody that is affiliated with Milwaukee, I'll tell you right now, these things right here, these switches, get rid of them. They suck. Yeah. I love my Milwaukee stuff, and you know, this ratchet has plenty of power for me, and this older 3/8 has plenty of power for me. This was part of a kit I bought and it came in free. I was going to buy the 3/8 fuel. Found out this one works perfect. I don't need to worry about this one breaking shit. So I am definitely satisfied with this 3/8, other than the switch. Man, that is garbage. That is the most junk design. I'm going to show you. This right here is the best air ratchet design in the world. You're using an air ratchet and you need to switch it. Bam, right there on the switch. Nobody has a better air design ratchet than that. These were my ratchets for years. And obviously, I can show you right now, this son of a bitch, it's been rebuilt 3 times. This 1/4 inch ratchet has seen the battles. The rubber boot is completely separated, but this has seen battles. She's had her scars. This is my go-to. This little fella right here has made me more money than it cost me 7 times over. So that's that. But other than the switch, everything else with Milwaukee, I love. I am starting a little bit be concerned about the battery, the way the battery comes in here. Sometimes I notice when I'm grabbing this, I get a little nervous if I'm trying to break something loose, which I think is still legal to do with it, or it's capable, or it's okay to do with a Milwaukee. I have to reposition my grip, because if I start to rip on this, I feel like I'm going to crack or break this battery. So that's a little bit concerning also. But for the most part, those Milwaukee items are awesome. Now my favorite Milwaukee item, and I have 0 complaints with this thing. 1/4 inch fuel, part number 2553-20. Cat number, maybe that's not the right one. What the hell is the part number on this? I don't even know this part numbers on these Milwaukees. I don't even care. I don't know if it's a J10. I don't know. Whatever it is. This thing, this gets used every day. Every day. That's why it's got the 4 amp hour battery. Never goes dead. This thing's got plenty of power. This thing's got balls galore. And it hangs right on my toolbox so I can grab it first thing. This is the power bit that's on it all the time. And that's probably part of the reason why I never use my air extensions. This thing's perfect. I can't tell you how much stuff I do with this. If you're a mechanic, an auto mechanic, and you don't have one of these, get one. You are wasting your time. This thing right here is the cat's ass. This is the best. Out of all the Milwaukee tools, this is my favorite. I mean, I would cry if I didn't have this. I have no complaints with it. It feels great in my hand, and for some reason, Milwaukee, I don't understand why you did this. For some reason, you see the back of this, and they put this square deal right there. If they wouldn't have done that with this 3/8 stubby, it would have almost been perfect too. Which, I mean, it's not a huge deal, but this one is absolutely perfect. I can literally get with this one. Me and this old girl have already made a lot of money, and I love it. And you know what? The best part about it is when I hand it to somebody who hasn't used it before, I go like this. I just turn it down to 1. Now they can't break shit. And I say, if you can't, that doesn't have enough power, hit 2, but you're not allowed to go to 3. That's no joke. So, God, man, I talk too much. 20 minutes into this, I'm sure half of you have already went to sleep by now. Next thing I'm going to talk about, I just recently picked up the Milwaukee soldering iron. Not recently, I've had it for a couple months. Don't think I did a tool review or haul on it. I buy all my Milwaukee stuff off the Cornwall guy now, so technically it's part of the tool truck. Technically it's not. I don't care. This is not a tool truck. Anybody can get this. I bought this bare tool only, and I got to tell you, not so much that, but this thing definitely doesn't have enough heat to it. It is nice, and I do use it all the time when I'm soldering now, but they could have got it a little hotter. I think I need something that goes up to, I can't remember if this goes up to 1200 degrees or something like that, but it's not hot enough. It takes forever to get the wire warmed up when I'm even like a 12 gauge soldering a wire. It's just, it's not there. You're not there, fella. Unfortunately. You know, I like this Milwaukee drill. It does good to me too. I'll tell you what, I haven't had any problems. I do all my deburring with this sometimes. Well, I use a die grinder sometimes, but when I'm drilling, you know, I've used the shit out of it. I don't use it a ton, but I use it enough, I guess. You know, it's a great drill. Even got the Milwaukee wore off it, so. You know, they tell you to put the boots on these things. I'll tell you what, these are handy if you just hang them on your toolbox right off them. I love it. Then my other favorite tool. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. Ever since I had another one. I had the one at the shop and I had one at home. Gave one to another guy, but this is my newer one now. This SK trim clip tool. Really, really, really dig this thing. Fantastic tool. Can't say enough about it. I even actually use this one, go around just stabbing push pins and, you know, pulling tops before I get ready to. But the nice little case, I keep all my trim clips in it. And, yeah, that's definitely, other than the fact that my little wheel keeps popping off there. Then my last thing is, I should have put this in the soldering. I did buy this off the Matco truck, but this is a Lyle. The Lyle part number is an LS500 or 5000. If you guys do any soldering work, this is probably the best one to have. Little helping hands. I've tried everything else. This little guy right here, it's $15. Anybody, if you got to do electrical work and do butt connectors even sometimes, you know, this could come in handy for that. If you need to get them in there and just have somebody, an extra, it's a helping hand. You know, you can't beat it. The magnetic deals come off. You can clip it on the wire. Then you stick it in between there, clip it on the wire, stick it in there, pull them together. You know, I love that tool, and I literally would cry if it wasn't there every time I go to use it. So, I kind of got to talking fast and burned through that pretty quick. Obviously, I don't do any video editing, so I have to. Maybe that's why my videos are too long. I don't really want to get into video editing, guys. You can tell me in that comment box down below what you think. You know, I would love to improve on my videos. Oh, one more thing. Two more things, sorry. We're going to go over this real quick, too. This is a Electronic Specialties GM kit. I love that probe kit for doing your back pin probes on your GM, your micro pins. This is an add-on set. I've got an AES Waves kit that I'm still waiting on. I don't know what happened to it. Not sure what's going on, but got an AES Wave kit that I ordered from a guy, and he's something happened. Anyways, that's the kit I'd rather go. Limink wireless borescope. I'm on the fence about this thing still, guys. I've used this quite a bit. It's nice. It turns on. Hopefully, I don't hook up to my camera while I'm doing this, but the cable is excessively long. I will tell you, I don't need all that cable. Not for auto repair. If I could get away with maybe a 15-foot cable, if I would have bought that, I would have. It does work good. It does work good and has some nice little attachments it comes with. Hooking it up seems to be a problem sometimes, and I'm a little bit disappointed in that. It was cheap. They're more expensive now. 35 bucks, I think, is what they're asking for now, and I think I paid 20 for this. The part number on it is I don't know, it's a 1080, 30, it's got a 33-foot cable. It's a wireless endoscope, L-I-M-I-N-K, Mink, like mink, the little rodent. I don't know if that part number is good. You guys get that? Comes up. But, I mean, it's worth a shot. If you want a cheap borescope, it's okay. I get a little bit, like I said, a little bit frustrated. That's all I got, guys. I don't think I got anything else. I feel like I don't have that much, I don't have enough non-tool truck tools. And You know, oh, this piece of crap. I think I've been meaning to say something about this forever. This piece of junk light, do not buy this. It still works, but it's called an Orhome. If you see that on Amazon, stay away from it. It's a knockoff. You see here on the bottom. Let me see if yeah, you see that? That's got a screw in it now because this little plate. So I went in there and tapped that, put that in there. It's garbage. It's 100% garbage. Actually, I might repurpose the end of this. These little ball ends, you got to watch for these things, guys, when they're on stuff. I can tell you that right now. These things are not as nice as they seem unless it's like an Astro. The clip pops off of this. This is my loaner light. The little rubber cover came off the back. This thing is a loaner light. If you don't have a flashlight, that's the light you get. Because it's the cheapest piece of garbage I got in the business. Or on the deal. So, there you go, guys. Like I said, comment down below. Oh, got to throw out a shout out again. Mr. Bearded CB82. What the heck? Oh, I put that one on my freaking safe. Bam! Look at that. Nice magnet. Look at that, guys. Shout out to whoever the guy was that he told me made that sticker for him. Magnet. I think this is where I'm going to go to get my tool channel stickers. This is a pretty cool idea. Get magnets. I'm not a sticker fan. Magnets are really cool because you can move them. You know, you trade your toolbox in or whatnot. You don't lose your stickers, or you don't lose all your stickers or whatnot. So I'm going to try to get some magnets made, and then we'll pass those out. But anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Get that comment box down there. Let me know. Intro, no intro. Do some video editing. Short it up. You know, help me out, guys. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you do like. You know, just trying to make this a little bit more enjoyable experience without putting a whole lot more videography. I'm not that technical, guys. I'd love to make videos like Eric O. I think he makes pretty awesome videos. They seem to be interesting and not a whole lot of pizzazz. Maybe I'll do a short intro where I just do flash a deal. But anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Brad, that one's for Brad's Workbench. Ring that bell. Then we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.